Whenever we discuss a major issue, we always discuss about the SWOT analysis. Now we have discussed quite positive things about the academic writing. But what are the challenges ahead? Let's see what are the challenges. In this lecture, we will be covering the challenges with respect to the academic writing. This global fraternity is facing, the academic and research fraternity is facing, and how it is being modulated for benchmarking some countries or some institute. If you take only the academic writing. Now say for example, the global trend of publications. Now, China was ranking third in 2014. In 2014, it was ranking third. In 2016, it ranked second. And in 2018, the Nature's report says that it is the topmost country in the world. In just these 4 years, from third place, China has jumped to the first place, leaving behind the US and other countries. Now, let's look. What is the scenario? As we have seen that in this Nature report, that for the first time China has overtaken the United States in terms of the total number of science publications, according to statistics compiled by the US National Science Foundation. The news says that China published more than 426,000 studies in 2016, or 18.6% of the total documented in Elsewhere's Scopus database. That compares with nearly 409,000 by the United States. India surpassed Japan, and the rest of the developing world continued its upward trend. But the question is, does only the number matters, or shall it really help with the quality? This is the question. Even the Indian scenario has been questionable, but I will focus on the China first. China launched cash per publication policy way back in 1990. This was the truth about China's cash for publication policy. Starting from $25 for each published paper in 1990, the researchers are paid up to $165,000 per publication, depending on the impact factor of the journal. But this policy has caused the change in behavior of some researchers. The plagiarism, academic dishonesty, ghost written papers, and fake peer review scandals are on the increase in China, as is the number of mistakes. So, these financial rewards have raised more serious questions about the credibility of work published with this kind of incentive and the integrity of Chinese science in journal. So, it is not the absolute truth that the academic writing is the actual picture, will always be the actual picture of the institute or the country's advancement in the research and development or in the sciences. So, what is the final message? Focus on the quality and not the quantity. In Indian context, the flood of tedious journals, I will say the tedious journals, Tom, Dick and Harry journals. Yes, they have diluted the quality of research. It has also affected the credibility of Indian research globally to get more and more scope in academic performance indicator. Many researchers are just publishing for numbers. Please remember, the trend has come. Many state and institutes just ask for the papers published in SCI index journals. Then all your efforts and money to publish your papers and to have a long list of papers in those tedious journals will go all in vain. So dear learners, don't fall in the trap of these tedious journals just for increasing the number of publications. It will be disgraceful not only for you but also for institutions. So be honest in academic writing. Maintain the academic integrity.